Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria, where we are currently deficit spending a fair amount here, but we're about to finish up some coal mines, and that seems pretty decent. Now, we're also about to finish up these barracks, so our cost... Oh wow, this just went to 12k? That's not real, right? That's because we just finished up 1,000,000 coal mines, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is more like it. Okay, we're about to finish the expansion of our military for now. Now, we're still going to be paying for recruitment for a little bit here. So we can see that our goods for military buildings are reasonably expensive, although that's not surprising. And our military wages are very, very high right now. So our military wages are maximized at this moment, but we're not going to have that be going up too much more. Oil was discovered in Patagonia, and we probably want to queue some of this up. There's a lot more stuff in here than there was when we queued this up previously. Okay, so right, because we have access to foreign investment in France. Yeah, that would do it. Croatian people are migrating from the Ottoman Empire to Bajo, Paraguay. Okay, we're very happy about that. And oil rigs, we would like to build in... Where is our location that we can build those in? Okay, sure. For now, we're just going to build the stuff that we've got local. So, we're maxed out at this point on all of our units here. 64. Why is this at 64? Regular battalions. Because we had some that weren't upgraded. Okay. This, we should be down to 30. Okay. Some of this did not get quite correctly set up, it seems. But that's reasonably fine for now. Yeah, we can see that there's some of this going through. That looks great. So there's recruitment happening here, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is just all going to be resources. It's going to be very tedious to go through all of those resources. We're not going to do that for right now. So this is fine. We're just going to let our economy be growing. We're heavily overbuilding our coal mines at this moment, and I'm probably going to move some of these coal mines right on down at this point, because I would definitely like to be... Honestly, what I'd like to do is just randomize the order of this list. That would be the best thing to do right now, but unfortunately, that's not really something that we have the capacity to do. So instead, I'm just moving a bunch of these down in the list, just so that we're not building all of these coal mines at once. So we're going to get into some of these iron mines, and we're going to do the same thing once I feel like the iron mines are being overbuilt too, which they will be. So for now, that's reasonably fine. Okay, we can distribute surplus food to the poor. That seems fine. And I would like to check in on what is considered expensive at this moment. So let's check at the market, and we can see there's not much, to be honest. Okay, did I see a gold mine in here? Yes. We can build a gold mine in the French territories, and we're going to do that in French Guiana. So that's absolutely something that I'm interested in doing. We're going to get that going for sure. So we're going to be done with this recruitment very, very shortly. If we check in at our power level here, 12,518, we're not quite fully recruited up. And we do want to actually decrease our size here a little bit. That's a little overbuilt. So there we go. That'll be fine. Industrial barriers, huh? This unequal treatment cannot stand. Indeed. So that seems relatively fine for now. Great Britain ended their rivalry with Russia. That's adorable. I love it. So we're at minus 47k right now, and we need to be producing things other than just this, right? So these productions aren't going to be all that useful. They're just kind of there as filler. I want to be able to produce other things. So arts academies are maybe not a bad thing. We're at minus 48 at this point. Each one of these is producing 7 fine art per level. So we could definitely do something with that. That would be in like Cordoba. We would do 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. This would then be 40. We can just bring this up to be something kind of like this until it's, you know, negative. So like 14 of them there. And then we can intersperse in some of these some of these coal mines and the gold mines. So something kind of like this, moving up any of these coal mines that were being worked on. And maybe these coal mines as well. That didn't go well. Okay, so something kind of like this. This gold mine goes up to the top. And then I guess we could build all of these simultaneously. It doesn't really matter if we intersperse these or not, I guess. It's okay. This is fine. We can just leave it like this. So we can get that going. That'll be okay. And then we've got closing. So I would definitely like to get some textile mills going. We're minus 1.29k. And each of these is going to produce, in theory, 70 per level. So 1.32k now. So 1.32, or actually 1320, divided by 70 would be like 19 of these. We could build like 20. And La Paz is a pretty decent spot for that. So let's build in about 20 of these in La Paz. There we go. Economy of scale is currently capping at, I believe, 50 here. Economy of scale bonuses reduced by 33% due to 18 out of 27 nationally owned levels. Interesting. Oh, there's an industrial strike going on. Okay, noted. Okay, so that's reasonably fine for now. The nationally owned levels might be interesting. We might have to privatize some of that, but for the time being, I'm reasonably content with this. But I do want to move this gold mine up to the top priority, like so. Enact laissez-faire, huh? Do we want to do this? We're on agrarianism for right now. This might not be a bad idea. Trade unions would oppose it, though, and the trade unions are the majority of our political power right now. So why would they go for that? They wouldn't, is the answer. So we'll say no to that for right now. I think that's reasonably fine. So we're going to be done with these textile mills eventually, and that seems fine. Let's check in on the status of Bolivia here. Okay, so we're getting pretty close to annexing Bolivia. That's pretty cool. 110 infamy? Oh my. Well, we're definitely going to let that radicalism, or rather that liberty desire, continue to drop. It's going down by 0.16 right now, and that seems decent. Pasteurization has finished up. Okay, so that gives us 3 new production methods. Let's definitely activate those. That may cause some amount of issues. Yeah, this is refrigerated storage, but I want to be on refrigerated rail cars. Okay, so that looks good for now. And where was that pasteurization at? So fishing wharves are on refrigerated rail cars as well. Yes, this seems fine. The railways seem fine. Where were those? Those would have been up in the farms up here, right? Hang on. Do we not have them? Let's go into the rural area. I don't see additional production methods here right now. We might not be eligible for them. Pasteurization, huh? Let's just double check what that was. So that'll be under production or society? Under production. Refrigerated storage. Oh, right. We already had the refrigerated rail cars. Okay. So I think that that's actually irrelevant for us. Yeah. That's irrelevant for us. Okay, noted. So we have a transportation shortage in Brazilian Patagonia. We should definitely do something about that. Let's look into Brazilian Patagonia here. Where are we? We know that Brazilian Patagonia is going to be down here. So this is fine. This is an unincorporated state. We should actually be incorporating that. I didn't realize we had an unincorporated state, but sure, we can definitely do that. And we can reset production methods in some of these areas if we wanted to, but I don't think that we should for right now. Okay, let's check in on the status of the railroads here. So there's just no railway. Okay, we'll build a railway there. That looks good. An electricity shortage in Santa Fe is something that we should absolutely be working on. So in Santa Fe, huh? Well, we know that that is up over here. How much is the electricity shortage there? So if we go into local prices and into electricity, we can see it's 116. Okay, so each of these is going to generate 100 per level. So in Santa Fe, we should build one of them for sure. Yeah, 2 would definitely satisfy that demand. I'm also interested in satisfying the demand in all of these locations. So we'll get some additional power plants going in until all of this is in a decent spot. So we don't need all that many power plants. This isn't nearly as big of a rollout. I think we're not going to build more than that here. Foreign investments seem to calculate weirdly, so I'm not going to assume that this is working correctly for foreign investments. Similarly here, we're just going to build the one and see how that shakes out. Okay, we can build additional power plants in, like, proper France here and just, you know, make some money off of them that way. I like it. And then we can come out over this direction. I don't want to build the power plants first here. I want to move up any of this that we've already worked on. So I'm going to move up the arts academies, the coal mines, these textile mills, and then prioritizing the gold mine and the power plant, or rather the railway, like this. Okay, so something like that. That is now 14 years of construction, and we're noting that our finances are switching around a little bit. That's fine. Political agitation unlocked. Not a bad deal. I like it. Let's check in on the price of coal. Still plus 16. Okay. We just built a bunch of coal plants, or rather coal mines, so that's decent. Iron is up there too, so yeah, we're working on a lot of this. Bulgarian people are migrating from the Ottoman Empire to Uruguay. I like it. And if we check in here, we can see we've got 1.48 million peasants. That number is holding pretty steady. And now Finnish people are migrating from Finland to Buenos Aires. Wonderful. Large amounts of migration coming in here means that we're going to have a lot of workers. And, I mean, we'll have to do some assimilation, but that's fine. Not too concerned about that. Our literacy is doing quite well, and our standard of living is just shooting upwards. At this point, we have lots of loyalists. We have a few radicals, mostly in the Amazon. Okay, that's noted. Oil has been discovered in Alto Paraguay. That's pretty wonderful. And we're just going to continue absolutely tearing through this construction queue. Now, we're quite negative right now, and this is mostly because of our military wages, right? We're paying a lot for our military right now. And the 4th Brazilian Army actually needs another commander. We can bring this guy in. We maybe should have gone with one of the others. We have some trade routes that are currently inactive. We can go through and deal with these trade routes. Okay. This all seems relatively good. So there we go. We'll get rid of all of those. That seems fine. Putting us at minus about 20k. Minas Gerais Electrics is losing prosperity right now. That's interesting. Well, power plant throughput, huh? Noted. Why is that losing prosperity? Well, because the productivity just isn't high enough, I guess. Okay. Well, for the time being, I guess it's okay. Although we can... This is probably due to the price of coal, actually. Now that I think about it. The price of coal is probably the issue here. It's still plus 18%. So what we can do here is we can bring up some of these coal mines that we had partially finished, but we did not actually finish yet. So we can bring these guys up and work on getting these done. They'll finish up quite quickly, in theory. Yeah, a lot of these are finishing up basically immediately, and we can start bringing down the price of coal. So that seems absolutely great. We're certainly going to work on that, and we're going to work on continuing to bring up our GDP, which has leveled out a little bit here. We're not going up quite as quickly as we were previously, but we can see that Minas Gerais Electrics was not shrinking for a little bit there, but then it did start to shrink again. So that's noted. Okay, so what is the input goods for power plants right now? Coal and engines. So the price of coal is definitely improving. I think for engines, we probably need to drop the price of iron, most likely. Let's take a quick look at our motor industries and see if that's indeed what's going on. Actually, an expansion of this is not a bad idea. So we can, in Sao Paulo, or actually, let's sort by earnings. Bahia. Interesting. We can build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Something like that. This is not going to completely satisfy the motor industry's demand, but it will definitely make some progress here. So that will all be theoretically very, very profitable, and we'll get going on that for now. That is definitely something that needs to happen, and we're just trying to get the Minas Gerais electrics to grow again. That's the overall goal here. So, slow down production? Honestly, that's okay. We can handle that for now. So we're still struggling to get Minas Gerais electrics to be productive again, but that's fine for the time being. Brazilian Patagonia's railway is finishing at this moment. And we're finishing up these coal mines as well. Again, that should drop the price of coal down somewhat. We've still got a bit of a deficit going on here. So the price of coal is still a little high, but it's not tremendously high. So that looks good. No major issues there. We're going to finish up these motor industries soon enough, and these textile mills eventually are going to finish as well. We're working on a number of those. We're working on the arts academies as well, and then we're going to get back to work on these power plants. Now, the foreign investments, will they boost the productivity of Minas Gerais electrics? I don't know. That'll be an interesting thing to find out. That'll definitely be very interesting. But getting these motor industries online would be very, very good. We know that the price of engines is one of the highest priced goods in our market. Not the highest priced. That would be iron, but this is definitely something that we can work on. So after we finish up the motor industries, we're probably going to move up some of these iron mines. In fact, we may want to do that right now. Is there any that are efficient to build? Actually, yes. Brazilian Jujuy. So I'm going to move these guys right on up. About like that. And then that's what we're going to end up building for iron. I would like to drop the price of iron a little bit here, and we'll keep an eye on the steel price. The steel price might go up significantly from all of these motor industries as well. So that seems fine. A donation of knowledge, sure. We'll take another university. Not like we need it, but it's fine. So our deficit is improving, no doubt about that. And militarily, we're in a much better position. So if we go into our military tab here and we can see 12,772, if we compare ourselves to, say, Austria, Austria is a fair amount ahead of us. This is probably related to tech, not necessarily related to our number of troops. So for the time being, I'm going to keep our armies where they're at. It looks like the 6th needs another commander here. We can definitely put that in. Excellent. And what's going on here? Why is this at 28? Okay, we'll put 2 additional in here. That was put at the bottom of the list, so we should actually move those up. There we go. Something kind of like that. Wonderful. So all of these iron mines are going to be finishing up very soon here, 4 to 5 weeks each. Excellent. And the motor industries will be following fairly shortly afterwards. Okay, let's check in on Bolivia. Bolivia is at 25 right now. So we're going to be able to annex them incredibly, incredibly soon here. Seems wonderful. They're now at 24. We can't annex them because we have a truce with them until December. Okay, so it'll be a couple months. That's fine. I'm not too concerned about that one. I would like to expand our construction, but not while we're running a deficit here. We're going to need to expand our economy a bit to be able to support our expanded military. So that seems fine for the time being. And we are working on textile mills right now. These motor industries are going to be finishing up very, very soon. And let's check in on our prices here. We should be seeing iron start to trend downward a bit as we produce a little bit more iron. And a little bit more efficiently. Yeah, it's definitely trending downward, but not tremendously downward, which is about where I expected this to be. Okay, so we're going to see these engines go down a lot. I think we're overbuilding our motor industries a little here. And clothing has also dropped significantly, so we don't need additional clothing. That looks good. Ammunition is something that we could use. Our balance is only minus 158, but that's definitely a decent thing to do here. So this is going to be 90, so we really only need like 2 of these, right? So in Minas Gerais, let's think about building these not in France. We could build them in La Paz. That seems okay. So we'll get that going. Wonderful. So that'll be flowing into our market, and that is very good. So currently we can see that we are at minus 185. We'll see what that does to the price of ammunition. For the moment, this is looking good. Cool. We're going to be working on fine art fairly shortly here. These textile mills are, in my opinion, a little bit dated, but large numbers of North German people are now coming from Mecklenburg to Rio de Janeiro. I like it. That seems excellent. We're, of course, number 6 in the world right now. That number has been fluctuating around a fair amount, though. So let's get these motor industries finished. The textile mills will be finishing shortly as well, and we're beginning work on these arts academies. So that sounds excellent. What else do we need to focus on? Well, there's not that much, to be honest. We could probably get more iron production going. So we could look for some additional iron mines in here that are ideally not negative efficiency, but a lot of these aren't, to be honest. Okay, there's some in like Minas Gerais here. We may want to move those up. So let's get these guys moved on up. Okay, something like that. Cool. So that will help out our iron situation, but we probably want to keep these munitions plants on top, and then I'm going to put the textile mills on top as well. The arts academies, I mean, they will finish fairly soon. I think this is fine for now. Hey, look, a surplus. I like it. That's looking excellent. Okay, it's gone now, but that was definitely a good thing. Let's see where this shakes out at. It's at minus 10K right now. Yeah, this is fine. I'm not too concerned about it. Our economy is going up again. An electricity shortage in Brazilian Patagonia. Okay, do we have a Brazilian Patagonia queued here? No, we don't. Okay, so we should put one into Brazilian Patagonia. There we go, because we have an electricity shortage there right now. A silk shortage. Ooh, that spiked up. Because of the textile mills. Okay, so a silk shortage of minus 854 is a big deal. Each one of these is going to be producing 40. So 854 divided by 40 is, of course, 21.35. So we need essentially 22 synthetic plants. Okay, let's sort by earnings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Something like that, in theory. So that's okay, but that is going to take a bit. No doubt about it. I want to move up the Brazilian Patagonia power plant. I want to move up these munitions plants as well. Okay, so something kind of like this. The synthetics plants definitely need to come online. Our silk shortage is gone. No, it isn't. I mean, it's not a shortage anymore. So we're probably overbuilding the synthetics, but I'm not too concerned about that. Why are these frowny faces in null state? What is this construction? Is this some sort of a debug thing? Let's check this queue. We actually only have 5 things being built here. I don't know what's going on here. That's very interesting. Well, we're putting a lot into government construction right now instead of private construction, and I guess that's okay. I don't know what these are. Is this indicating that the financial districts are unhappy? I've never seen this before. Maybe this is a bug. I don't know. I'm going to be restarting the game here pretty soon because it's getting close to time to put a cut in. So we'll see if restarting the game fixes that, I guess. I'm not sure what's going on there. That's wild. Okay. How powerful is Britain? Okay, that's not crazy more powerful than what we are right now. Noted. That's something that we can probably fix with tech. We're working on antibiotics right now, but we're going to continue to work on additional technologies as we get through that. We're trying to get some decent military tech coming in. What is our spread over here? Wargaming? Okay, that'll be done fairly soon. So that looks good. We are nearly done with these synthetics plants. It's going to take some time, though. And yeah, we're definitely going to take a little while to get this all built. That's okay. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we'll see if these frowny faces are a bug or what's going on here. I'm not sure. I've never seen this before. We'll find out if a restart changes anything. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge, STL, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.